I think we all got really disappointed when prom and graduation ceremony got cancelled. We really looked forward to them, worked really hard to organize everything, but unfortunately this happened. However, we still hope that we will be able to celebrate them very soon.
I was almost expelled from school. I started facing the consequences of what I've done, and that was a moment when I took a step back and really thought about it. I could ruin all my academic life because of a childish mistake, and now I'm graduating, and I hope I'll get a diploma with good grades and make my parents proud.
And the saddest moment is now, of course, because it's always sad to say goodbye.
And the saddest part is, of course, leaving the school, but particularly leaving the library, because I spend most of my time in the library besides the classroom, so it's the saddest part for me.
And the saddest moment, I would say it's actual right now, because I understand that that's it. I have to say goodbye to school, and it's actually the most saddest moment for me.
Probably the most uncommon teaching technique was in our first economics class. We walked in an empty classroom and our teacher told us to, if we want to sit somewhere, we need to buy chairs. It was very strange at the beginning, but then when we eventually bought them, he explained that this is actually the reality behind economic theory, that people are irrational, and then he gave us money back.
3rd December 2019 was probably the most shocking day for me from the last year, of course. That was when I received the results from Math HL test, the most difficult subject that I faced in my school time. So when Miss Ula announced the results, she told me that I got 5. I was shell-shocked just right in the middle of the lesson. I'm glad that I coped well with math well after that in my IB life. So just after facing that challenge, facing the shock of it, I recovered well from it, I guess. I suppose waiting for the results.
So the most shocking moment was the day before the quarantine, when we were sitting in the library with Sakina and discussing how it would be if all our subjects, all our lessons will be online. And it was shocking because the day after that, it came true. We were shocked. I remember I was shouting and I was so excited because actually it was what we wanted and it happened, so it was very shocking for me.
Yallı dances and other Azerbaijan and Turkish dances were my funnest and ridiculous moments of IB life. So basically before our teacher Mr. Serkar came into the class, we were singing and dancing different dances, which was really funny. And our teacher appreciated. So it was really enjoyable and a lot of fun for me.
The funniest moment for me was when we decided to shoot a TikTok video, T-posing, and that video got over 20,000 views, and we became so popular that people started recognizing us around the school. And I remember how Miss Banu came to our class and started yelling at everybody for standing on tables. And she didn't only yell at me because I was the one shooting the video.
So we always wanted to have mobile phones or other electronic devices during classes because it used to give us an advantage over others. But it wasn't really an easy job because it wasn't allowed, and security guards used to check us before we entered the classroom. However, we used to think of hiding spots to hide them so that the security guards cannot find them. Once I forgot to hide my phone and I accidentally kept it in my pocket, and luckily they didn't even think of checking my pockets. Yeah, that's one of the most funniest moments that happened to me.
The funniest part for me was in visual art classes because our teacher, Miss Mediha, we love you, is very confident woman, and we always had fight for creativity and ideas, and that was very, very funny and joyful.
The funniest story that I have ever had in the school is once I was late to school, as always, and I was rushing to the classroom. So I fell from the stairs and I ripped my pants. So I went back home and I didn't come back to school that day.
We thank our teachers for their hard work and effort. Even during this time, they were always with us. We want to thank the new school for the education they provided us and the atmosphere that was here.
So once I came to school on a really snowy day, and when I turned up, there was nobody else in my class. So I spent the whole day alone with none of my classmates.
Best day in 2 years.